Te había olvidado, por fin había logrado no pensar en ti. Si todo fue blasfemia, tú nunca me quisiste, porque mientes así. Si no es posible que me engañes más, no implores más, no me busques más. Escucha este consejo, no vuelvas a engañar en el mundo jamás.
Well, good morning if it's morning, good evening if it's evening, and good night if it's night. And a big hearty salam alaikum to each and every one of you listening to us now, or to those who will be listening to us in archives. How are you doing? Welcome to It's 12 o'clock somewhere with your host, Candelo Kimbisa. I gotta tell you guys, everything has been splendid. Everything has been fine. I've been working on a couple of things for the Mile High Conjure Gala, and getting things together, getting my potions right, getting my charms built, and all those types of things. Well, I gotta tell you that I don't have really too much to say today. I've been off of social media as of late, and I don't have any trending topics. But today, I do have a hell of a story for you. The story will be of Josephine Bakita. Josephine Bakita. Miss Josephine Bakita, born February 8th, the patron saint of the Sudan, was born in the Sudan, was born in 1869, died February 8th, 1947, beatified on May 17th, 1992 by Pope John Paul II, and canonized on October the 1st, 2000 by John Paul II. Josephine Bakita, what a wonderful story. She is the patron saint of the spiritually enslaved. Josephine Margaret Bakita was born in 1869 in the village of Olgassa in Darfur, a region of Sudan. She was a member of the Daju people, and her uncle was a tribal chief. Due to her family lineage, she grew up happy and relatively prosperous, saying that as a child she did not know suffering. Historians believe that sometime in 1877, Josephina was kidnapped by Arab slave traders. Although she was just a child, she was forced to walk barefooted over 600 miles to a slave market in El Bidar. She was bought and sold twice during this gruesome journey. For the next 12 years, she would be bought, sold, and given away over a dozen times. She spent so much time in captivity, she had forgotten her original name. As a slave, her experience varied from fair treatment to cruel. Her first owner was a wealthy Arab. He gave it to his daughters as a maid. The assignment was easy until she offended her owner's son, possibly for the crime of breaking a vase. As punishment, she was beaten so severely that she was incapable for a month. After that, she was sold. One of her owners was a Turkish general that gave her to his wife and his mother-in-law, who bought and beat her daily. Josephine wrote, as soon as the wounds would heal, they would inflict another. She was told about the general's wife ordered her to be scarred. As a mistress watched, ready with a whip, another woman drew patterns on her skin with flowers, then cut into her flesh with a blade. She rubbed the wounds with salt to make the scars permanent. She would suffer a total of 114 scars from abuse. In 1883, the Turkish generals sold her to an Italian vice consul, Callisto Lingani. He was much kinder master, and he did not beat her. When it was time for him to return to Italy, she begged to take him with him, and he agreed. After the long and dangerous journey across the Sudan and Red Sea and the Mediterranean, they arrived in Italy. She was given away to another family as a gift. She served them as a nanny. Her new family also had dealings in the Sudan, and when her mistress decided to travel to the Sudan without Josephine, she placed her in custody of the Canossian sisters in Venice. While she was in the custody of the sisters, she came to learn about God. According to Josephine, she had known about God who created all things, but she did not know who he was. The sisters answered her questions. She was deeply moved by her time with the sisters and discerned to call to fellow Christ. When her mistress returned from the Sudan, Josephine refused to leave. Her sisters spent 3 days trying to persuade her to leave, but Josephine remained steadfast. This caused the superior of the institute for baptismal candidates, among other sisters, to complain to the Italian authorities on Josephine's behalf. The case went to court, and the court found that slavery had been outlawed in the Sudan before Josephine was born, so she could not lawfully be made a slave. So she was declared free. For the first time in her life, Josephine was free and could choose what to do with her life. She chose to remain with the Canossian sisters. She was baptized on January 9th, 1890, and took the name Josephine Margaret and Fortunata. Fortunata is the Latin translation for the Arabic name Bakhita. She received the sacraments of her first Holy Communion and confirmation on that same day. These three sacraments are the sacraments of initiation into the church, and were always given together at the early church. The archbishop who gave her the sacraments was none other than Giuseppe Sarto, the cardinal or patriarch of Venice, who later became Pope Pius X. Josephine became a novice in the Continen's Daughters of Charity religious order on December 7th, 1893, and took her final vows on December 8th, 1896. She was eventually assigned to a convent in Venetia. For the next 42 years of her life, she worked as a cook, a doorkeeper at the convent, and she traveled and visited other convents telling her story to other sisters, preparing for her work in Africa. As she was known for her gentle voice and her smile, and her gentle charismatic, was often referred to as lovingly as the Little Brown Sister, or honorably as the Black Mother. When speaking of her enslavement, she often professed that she would thank her kidnappers, for as she hadn't been kidnapped, she would never come to know Jesus Christ and enter his church. During World War II, the people of the village of Xiao regarded her as their protector. Although the bombs fell on the village, no citizen died. In her later years, she began to suffer physical pain, and she was forced to a wheelchair, but she always remained cheerful. If anyone asked her how she was, she would reply, "As Master desires." On the evening of February 8th, 1947, Josephine spoke her last words, "Our Lady, Our Lady." Then she died. Her body laid in display for 3 days afterwards. In 1958, the process of canonization began for Josephine under Pope John the 23rd. On December 1st, 1978, Pope John Paul II declared her venerable. Sadly, the news of her beatification in 1992 was censored in the Sudan. But 9 months later, Pope John II visited Sudan and honored her publicly. Her canonization on October the 1st, 2000. Saint John Bakita is the patron saint of the Sudan, and also for those who are spiritually enslaved. Wow. So the first saint out of the Sudan in Africa, and one of the first female black saints canonized by the Roman Catholic Church. We'll be right back.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seemed impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's all right with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely
That was Bill Withers with a Lovely Day. And it is a lovely day. I hope you guys got to listen to the story of Josephine Bakita at the beginning of the show. I usually do it a little bit later, but since I didn't have too much to talk about today, I actually decided to go on ahead and say it earlier. Okay, so go on ahead and take yourself a little listen to that. And get back to me and tell me how you feel about St. Josephine Bakita. Today's Tough Tarot of the Day says you have been dishonest with yourself about your feelings, and this is beginning to affect your personal relationships. If you admit harsh truths about yourself, you can harness the power of forgiveness in order to move on. I guess it is time to move on. I often find myself laughing. Why is someone calling me during the show? I often find myself laughing or thinking to myself, why is it that people don't let bygones be bygones? Why carry these this extra baggage, this extra luggage around? Why be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Why keep on beating a dead horse? There are surely other beautiful things out there for you. There are surely other beautiful people for you. So my analogy of all this, or my thought into all this, it's done out of spite. Plain old spite. That person doesn't want to be with me, so I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them how to do. I'm going to show them that they can't be without me, that they can't do this. This is one of the reasons I refuse to do love work. See, because when you finally get the person back, when you finally get that person back and the person is still the same asshole that he was with you, what are you going to do then? Please explain to me that. There are so many other things that you can do, that you can want, than a shitty relationship. So much of the things you can put your time and effort to, your money, start a business, get outside the house, love yourself. But who am I to say how many failed relationships I've been in? But the good thing is, I learned to leave them in the past. Yes. Now let's go to this.
Think on a bum bum. The people are Jamaican. With a different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me, say one thing, Nancy can't understand. One thing, Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Just some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo, what a
turn it up.
Bam bam bam, dilang, bam 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 bam, dilang, bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, ta what a bam bam. This woman never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come free nice of Jamaican. So bam bam, ta what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam. Hey yo, how me say what a bam bam? Tell me say what a bam bam. Hey yo, tell 'em. Me born and me grow in a Princeton 6. I Nancy write the Christmas lyrics. When you hear them, you sound like Christy Biscuit. You come in at the place and me say well slick. You bam bam, hey yo, ta what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey yo, ta what a bam bam, hey yo, say what a bam bam. That's some of them a sing you a come and shout them plan. I told them no, me a one business woman. Sister Nancy she a 1 in a 3 million. Sister Nancy she a 1 in a 3 million. So bam bam, say what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey. Say go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I tell you to fi go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I know it from me head straight down to my toe. I teach her down, Sister Nancy on the go. And some of them a ask her, Sister Nancy, make your bad so. Long down the list, Sister Nancy, make your bad so. He bam bam, what a bam bam. He bam bam dilang, bam bam. He bam bam dilang, bam bam. What a bam bam. Hey yo, tell me say what a bam bam. This woman, I never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come feel nice of Jamaican. So bam bam, say what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam. Hey, tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand.
And that was Sister Nancy with Bang Bam. I wonder if you guys remember that old school music. I wonder if you guys are ready to get down with me today, because I am not letting up. Well, it's 12 o'clock somewhere, and it's Friday, and you should be having some fun. I'll be right back.
Yes, Naya. Cool na aya. Who am I? It's just the girl, them sugar. All right. Here I know. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Hey! Sim, simmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls, them lock. And I, we make love to precious. But you ever buck a girl with deep like a bucket. Draw for your niggle like your niggle can't stitch it. Draw for your oxen like a cow, you wanna chop it. Draw for your pickaxe like a gun, you wanna dig it. It's like a riverside up on the bank and you take it. It's like a bicycle, so you hold it and dash it. So you watch it, so you crash it. She a tell you, say you grab it. Girl, she a beg you wanna ball, take it, stop it. Batman plug in and me a move like a electric. It's like a basketball, she take time out, she vomit. We listen to me silent, we listen to me lyrics. I been in man, they and me a drop it. I said, Sim Simmer, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls, them lock. And I will make love to pressure. Anything she wants, I will give it unto she. I can't believe the day my friend them tell me that she flee. I don't believe he's angry and I don't believe he's grief. I don't believe it's Susan or the other girls I breathe. Love for me, she have, that is the only thing I need. I don't intend right now just to lose my main squeeze. Oh, Guantanamela, you a killer. Galileo, you a tea on me body under pressure. Man, see your body, all I kill mosquito. When your body right, just to know you got the power. But Sim Simmer, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls, them lock. And I will make love to precious stuff. I tell myself I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my guiding star, my shining light. I love you, baby. But that day you leave and you're gone, I know that girls, they're going crazy. I know the girls love some, all of them are come, cause the one of them want this, baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girls, them sugar. Now the girls them attack me and the girls them rush me because them are driving the beamer. And the girls them flavor, I'm no slaver. I am the helper, no helper. And a girl loves watcher, I want to hear her. And listen when the DJ I say, Sim Simmer, pass me the keys to my bimmer. Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls them lock. And I will make love to precious Sim Simmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. Jeez.
That was Sim Simmer from Beanie Man. I hope you guys are enjoying this Friday, because I surely am. I like to see the people in my chat room as I do each and every day. Please do. If you're just listening to us through YouTube, Facebook, iHeartRadio, or one of these streaming medias, please do come on over to Candelo's Corner Radio at Spreaker, share and like our pages, and I will surely appreciate that. With us we have today in our chat room EF Still, Mr. Obatala, Yvette the Motown Witch from YvetteTheMotownWitch.com. We also have Ifa Abeyu is with us. Miss Ifa Abeyu from Love Supply Botanica in beautiful New York City. We also have Miss Nicole. She's here with us, like she's here with us each and every day. I also see Ochosi Adeneyi. Salam alaikum, my brother. Thank you for coming in and checking us out. I thought I saw R.K. Gomez around there somewhere. I know he's somewhere here around here. He's listening to us from beautiful Hawaii. We also have some people listening to us from London, England, and from all over the place. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I definitely feel loved. Don't hurt yourself, Yvette the Motown Witch. Get the rest that you need, baby. That was Bob Marley with Could You Be Loved? Well, guys, in this age of 1,000 readers and 2,000 workers, I am often taken aback by the fact that most spiritual teachers don't teach anymore. Do-it-yourself type of antidotes for your spiritual problems. Well, there are a couple out there, but mostly everybody says, well, pay me this and I'll do whatever it is that they do. Back in the days, most readers or spiritualists or people in our camps would tell you what divine for you, would give you some type of antidote or medicine, and then you would do it for yourself. In Lukumi and in spiritual things, they would tell you, well, go get this flower or this plant, this herb, this, and give yourself so many baths, or do this with a piece of meat or whatever it may be. Light a candle to whoever it may be, or put a cup of water for whatever spirit may be ailing you. See, but these types of remedies are few and far between now. So today I decided, since I haven't given you any work in so long a time, to give you a little work to clear out negative energy. It's very simple. All you need is a white plate, a wine cup, yes, with a stem, a wine cup, some water, some salt, and some oil, whether it be vegetable oil or whatever kind of oil, but it should be oil. You would take, as you know, oils, which we use in hoodoo and almost anything, can be blessed to do any type of work. And it removes bad energy. Water is the all equalizer, and salt also removes bad energy. So you would take and you would put the water, then you would put a couple of tablespoons of salt, then you would put the oil, saying a prayer over it, like maybe Psalms 23, or whatever particular prayer you want to say to take out that negativity out your house. You would also need a candle, a plumber's candle, which you would take off both ends. One end, the top end, you would cut off completely, and the bottom end, you would just cut off enough so you can have yourself a stem. This will be making a reverse candle. Okay, so now the side that was the top is now the bottom, and now the side that was the bottom is now the top. You would put the plate on top of the wine cup. Then you would flip it over without letting any of the liquid out. Once it flips over, you will see that the salt will go all the way to the bottom. The oil will be separated from the water, which will now be at the top, and the water will be at the bottom. Then you would take that candle and light it up and make a petition on top of the stem of the wine glass. Believe it or not, that takes away bad energy and returns some of that bad energy back to the person who sent it to you. That is my working for the weekend. That is how to remove bad energy.
Through drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave, yeah. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Ooh. just be my lover. Boy, you lead me to paradise.
That was Get You from Daniel Caesar featuring Callie Uklis. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is it's 12 o'clock somewhere with me, Candelo Kimbisa. I hope you guys are having fun today because I plan to. I have a bottle of Johnny Walker, I have my arts and crafts, and I have the Mile High Conjure Gala to prepare for. What is the Mile High Conjure Gala, you guys are asking me? The Mile High Conjure Gala is a caravan of workers that go up to Denver, Colorado each and every year, give classes, give tutorage, give teachings, give readings, last but not least, have a whole bunch of fun and get to meet a whole bunch of our fans, clients, and friends. So guys, this year, the Mile High Conjure Gala will be September the 29th. Hope you guys do join me on those two wonderful days. September the 29th is St. Michael's Feast Day, for those of you who do not know. And I will be having some things for St. Michael and things of that sort. But the good thing is that I'm be surrounded by my friends on my birthday. This is honestly the best, the blackest, the baddest conjure thing in the United States. I hope you guys do join us because you're going to have a lot of fun. With me will be Ifa Abeyu of Love Supply Botanica, Professor Charles Porterfield, Professor Ames, Amberzine Laguerre, Rains Conjure, Doc Beverly, Michelle Jackson, Miss Aida, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Man, I know they're listening to us up there in Love Supply Botanica. I know they're also listening to us over there in Chicago, over there with our sister Yvette the Motown Witch. Today I tried to take it a little bit slower and a little bit better and stuff like that there, but people keep on messaging me and telling me not to stop the music. So I won't. Get on up, get yourself a sandwich or get yourself a drink. I don't care, either one. Get yourself something. Since y'all telling me not to stop the music, I won't. Just wanna rock you.
All night long. I just wanna rock you. All night long. I got a love song. Everything we do is right on time.
dear friend of mine messaged me the other day and told me that her partner had a dream that the ancestors were asking her to put away food for them. And it's funny to me because when we do ancestral veneration, we often, especially when there are big gatherings of people in the house, the first plates of food go to the ancestors, and then whatever is left over, you would take a little bit off of everybody's plate when the meal is over, and then you would present it to the ancestors or clean yourself with that food and throw it somewhere. So it's funny how ancestors show up in people that usually don't do ancestral work. But guys, I will ask you all to please speak to your ancestors as you were speaking to me, Candelo Kimbisa. You don't need no special prayers. You don't need no special anything. Just have a conversation. And I gotta tell you guys that they also love sunflowers. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and that you join us at the Mile High Conjure Gala. As always, may all the egoons and shadows that accompany you have all the necessary light. From where I sit, that's it. Salam alaikum, everyone.
She want a lover, man. She want a lover, man. She want a lover, man. She want a lover, man.
Woman want good love. Now simple times. Woman want good love every night. Right now. Love a girl. Daddy. Step
She
up.
want a lover, man.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth.
sweet.
Don't be ready, girl, them broke out.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth.
sweet.
Don't be ready, girl, them broke out.
You think you are so fine.
Big chat no work, yeah, man, watch the time.
Stop playing with my
Oh, man,
mind.
no in a joke when she will want the wine.
You call me on the
I
phone,
know what a talking angel come down.
and now I want you home.
I tell Jackie, girl, me nah use no stone.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth. Don't be
sweet.
ready, girl, them broke out.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth. Don't be
sweet.
ready, girl, them broke out.
I need some action, tender satisfaction.
Mados.
My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction? I need some action, tender satisfaction.
Mados.
My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a
Watch
chain
this.
reaction?
Bedroom bully, she know want that you know. She want a man to caress her up like so. And I make love to woman like a war them a go. Woman a ball in a agony and all about. Sure, hardcore loving man, you must be insane. Woman no want no man to make she feel pain. Sweet loving in the falling rain. Sweet loving a mix of hard brain.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth. Don't be
sweet.
ready, girl, them broke out.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth.
sweet.
Don't be ready, girl, them broke out.
You think you understand?
Agony, pain and loving a no one.
I need a loving man,
But if I love it, don't be enough affection.
sweet talks and tender kiss.
No, I don't want to come tear up for Brazil.
Can you erase my
They're
fear?
coming right over, so now they just beware of me.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth. Don't
sweet.
be ready, girl, them broke out.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth. Don't be
sweet.
ready, girl, them broke out.
I need some action, tender satisfaction.
I don't.
My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction? I need some action, tender satisfaction. My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction?
Bedroom bully, she no want that you know. She want a man to caress her up like so. And I make love to woman like a war them a go. Woman a ball in a agony and all out. Just hardcore loving man, you must be insane. Woman no want no man to make she feel pain. Sweet loving in the falling rain. Sweet loving a mix of our brain.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth.
sweet.
Baby girl them look out.
Action,
Got a bag of mouth.
sweet.
Baby girl them look out.
I need some action, tender satisfaction.
Mados.
My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction? I need some action, reaction. My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction?
She want a lover man. She want a lover man. She want a lover man. She want a lover man.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere was brought to you by the Mile High Conjure Gala, ProfessorPorterfield.com, and kimbisa.org.